Look what the footy's doing. Getting ready for a natural creep, as it seems. If you want to get swifty, you can also pull the camp towards you to creep it a bit faster. But it seems like that won't be the idea. The orcs in the beginning are a little bit blind because they don't play Scout Peon because they are too greedy. So a fast expansion attempt like this can sometimes work out indeed.
And is this the first Farseer Headhunter opening we see all tournament, by the way?
That's a good question.
I think so. I
so.
think the orcs have played Blade Master against Undead, Night Elf, and in Mirror 40 with the classic tournament opening for a human player finding the crystal ball.
Yeah, that's pretty sad, but he gets the fast level 2. That's very good. I'm gonna have the aura unlocked early. The expansion is being set up, or what is rather a tower first. That arcane will be important. New and improved, newly buffed against heroes. And now Ice Orc's gonna try to do as much damage here as he can.
Yeah, usually this was instant pressure by Farseer Headhunter onto the main and onto the first hero. It was super hard to get level 2 for the humans. And now they can even try to expand. New Militia, can he save this one? I don't think so. And the Town Hall hasn't started yet.
There's only 2 peasants there, by the way. Is this a fake expo? Or what's going on here?
It's either genius or really bad.
Yeah. Well, more militia are at least coming. And the town hall can be started. This works out fairly well with the resources and stuff. Now he finally has enough to start the town hall. There it is. Militia duration will soon be over. They can fall back. And the priority here was really to get that arcane tower up quickly. If the arcane tower is too late, the headhunters get the cancel. You never get the arcane. You're gonna get gobbled up by these wolves. So Fortitude making damn sure the arcane is ready, which now it is. That came at the expense of a later town hall.
Yeah, and that is the tech at 60% for Ice Orc. Shop is coming up as well. Not the worst position for the young Chinese. And now Archmage in a defensive position. 2 Water Elementals up, should be able to deal with the wolves, but not without any pain for the AM. This will probably trigger a shop real quick, which will then delay the tech again. But Ice Orc, this Headhunter might just be fodder for the old man on the horse. Nice retreat.
Yeah, pretty good defense also for 40, I would say. He lost some peasants, sure, that will always happen. But the wolves were dealt with, the arcane tower was worth it, and the grunts now should be able to be pushed away as well. Both heroes, though, are very hurt indeed, so shop healing will be needed soon.
Oh, Archmage, almost blocked by wolves there. And yeah, that needs some heal selves. As it's just a little chip damage from grunts, this is not Farseer. Wait, this is a weird build, man. This is Farseer Headhunter into grunts?
There was only a single headhunter.
Yeah.
The rest has all been grunts.
Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, absolutely. But as we can see here, grunts very good against the peasants. Normal damage, finding more kills. That is now level 2 for the Farseer. Chain Lightning unlocked, but doesn't quite have the mana for it. And we see the double bestiary play. We're going to have lots of raiders and no interest in the late game. It's going to try to break the main, the expansion, or maybe even the main base with the raiders and finish this game early.
Exactly. Okay, more pressure soon. And we're waiting for the TC with mass shockwave, I imagine. Brute strength, nice little upgrade for the grunts. And 40 did start the tech before the 6-minute mark. That's always a good indicator. Tower is up. Expo should be safe for now. Archmage is leveling as well. With illusions, not necessarily what he wanted. Was gambling for the rejuve potion, I guess. And has to weather yet another storm.
Shop now ready. The grunts thirsty for more kills. Those peasants still very vulnerable. Easy to take out. Water Elementals though will make this a bit more difficult. And the footies seem to be in fighting shape more or less.
Here we go. Nice little deny by 40, seemingly in shape, but we have Chain Lightning. Wait a second! Wolf, eat! He's dead! No TP! What a move by Ice Orc. He is indeed surprising us all. The first 7 minutes of his tournament going damn fine, I gotta say. Another TC arrives with a nuke clarity. This is some POC play by Ice Orc.
Yeah, well done there, but 40 also with a big mistake. He could have used one of his region scrolls way earlier to heal up. When he got to the shop, could have popped that one right away, or used the TP to survive, but he did neither. Archmage dead, waiting for the altar res, and it's going to take a while. And this could be Footy's going down quickly.
Oh, look at 40's player cam. Does this look like a person who is happy with his situation in the game? I don't think so. Footmen are getting slaughtered by the big cow using the shockwave. Now a big grunt with a totem on his back. Next shop dismantled. 2 footmen trapped. What the hell is going on?
Tower coming up now, but it's so many losses. Arcane Tower doing its best, but the defensive power, the fighting power here is laughable for 40 at the moment. He's waiting for the Archmage to return. He's about to be back. But of course, he's still far away from level 3.
And he's also far away from an MK or whatever second tier he wanted to go for. Ice Orc researching backpack. Since when do orcs have this upgrade, Remo? I didn't think this was possible.
Yeah, super cool. I love it. I think this has been underutilized by orcs for a long, long time. Especially orcs need lots of items from the shop, so this normally makes sense on paper. But the AM is back. 1 tower is finishing. Tier 2 is done, and finally the MK is started. This one also a bit late. Fortitude not super crisp here so far on the first map, to be honest.
Not at all. Maybe he underestimated Ice Orc just like we did. The young kid got pillaged already. He got backpack already. And the first raider upgrade. I'm loving what I see. Archmage far away from 3. He cancelled the MK and goes for a panda.
Maybe because he saw that the altar was going down, but also against high numbers of units, Breath of Fire is just simply better than Stormbolt normally. And will also do well with higher levels. But how is he going to get those levels? Ice Orc hasn't been losing much at all recently. But Fortitude, even if things have gone a bit wrong, even if things were painful, there's still certainly a promising horizon in view. And that is casters. With casters coming out, this Orc army will be completely annihilated. Will be neutralized, because against Sorks and Breakers, this army can do nothing.
Yeah, casters, the best thing about Warcraft 3. You, me, priests, Sorks, they're all so great. Finally some healing on this poor Archmage. But another attack muscled up. Can Ice Orc break these bases, or will he fall due to a weaker combat unit composition?
That is indeed a lot of raiders. Breath of Fire being used against them. Tickling them a bit here and there. Ice Orc seems like needs to go for some heal scrolls. They are available, but he needs to either pull out the camp first or creep it in full. This could be a creepjack opportunity then for 40.
Oh, he's scouting it though. That is the heal scroll available. That's also the Breath of Fire, level 3 unlocked. And I don't think you can finish this camp. Raiders, as good as they are for disable and base damage, for fighting, they're pretty poor.
Looking for yet more targets as far as buildings go. Swing back towards the main. But smartly, 40 still has a wall here intact. It's very important to have a wall or a semi-wall around the main building. Sorks, by the way, are out now. But they don't have much mana yet.
And this will be the last one, as Fortitude is now supply blocked. Quite heavily supply blocked, actually. Panda finding himself in the surround, but also has a drink with him. Not only the beer. Oh, Archmage, though, needs a TP this time. Was almost expecting a Chain Lightning again, but rather saves the mana for the Wolves. Heal Scroll to save the Raider. Not much going right for Fortitude here.
With Militia, though, he still has a decent army to take fights with. TC's out of mana, and it's only level 1 Chain Lightning. Oh, but the Archmage getting caught by the Ensnare. Where's the AM so far forward? That looks like a big mistake.
He used the potion already. There's nothing to save him. Oh no! Shocking turns of event again with the Chain Lightning. Raiders take care of the Militia right now. It is solo experience for the Panda. That's the silver lining for 40 here. But he's not getting any kills, and with that, no experience.
Yeah, that's a big mistake by 40. He could have just parked the AM in the back, keep summoning Water Elementals. That was very unnecessary to lose that hero right then when he did. On the way back, Ice Orc gonna creep a bit more, take this camp away from the opponent. That's very nice, but he is gonna need some healing.
He's tier 3.
Yeah, interesting.
Rah, 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 my brother. We get Shaman against the Water Elemental to get a little bit of control of the Panda as well. And Bloodlusted Raiders, dude. I fear for 40's bases.
Yeah, for the hit and run it could be good, but there's no way you can fight the breakers then. Can of course easily steal the Bloodlust, one of the best counters in the game. Coders are coming, upgrades are coming. What else can Ice Orc go for? Tiny Great Hall, of course. But he's also going to have to build a strong army at some point.
He has 700 gold to do all that pillage. I think nobody could have expected that Ice Orc is in such a good position after 13 minutes of his first tournament game. And here we go. Archmage still needs to be revived. This was 2 hero kills for Ice Orc. Big invo potion, a little bit of more chip damage from that Claws of Attack plus 8. Is it the tiny? Absolutely is.
Alright, pretty cool. We're gonna have 2 base in the end. Oh, but good scout also by 40. He's sending a footy down there, which should see it right away. Panda continuing to creep though, and the Panda is starting to hit his power spike. Level 3, he's gonna be a threat, and he's gonna get even crazier as levels go on.
Same goes for the TC, of course, with a Shockwave, and the Great Aura Archmage is not really a force at all. Town Portal force now. Waiting for the Shockwave is the TC. He is...
What?
Almost surrounded. Is he surrounded? Ooh boy! He was dodging a bullet there, but of course Invo Potion for nothing. Little bit of Miss Micro. And Ice Orc not too happy about that situation. Forces the Town Portal, draining some resources, but... Ay, getting a little shaky here.
And Fortitude, despite the losses, despite what you could call unnecessary hero losses, has now built the big army. 70 supply, Death Ball available. Now he needs a few scrolls, and that's why wisely Ice Orc is stealing them away from the shop. I like that. But boy, that's a big supply lead.
Ice Orc needs army indeed. Not even fully saturating that second base just yet. Was that tier 3 Tiny Great Hall just a little bit too much? 1,000 gold resource here. And he's unable to play that lame game. 40 calls the boys. And is about to arrest Ice Orc for the 1-0.
Yeah, Ice Orc with some good moves, but it seems like Fortitude's expansion and economy will still carry him to victory. Sometimes it's as simple as having more stuff. And this might be one of these cases. Burrow goes down. Ice Orc has to have immaculate play with his heroes. Double heal scroll advantage. But how's the army doing?
Chainwave in the back. Can he get rid of some breakers? That would be wonderful. Kodo coming in for a snack. TC getting burned a little bit. Breath of Fire, not necessarily the greatest, to be honest. 40 with his back against the wall, can't kite. 3 Kodos in for a little bit of a munch. Water Elemental's dispelled as well. That's what the Shaman are for. Who uses his spells better? The Raiders, surprisingly healthy, but that was the last heal scroll. More Shockwave onto the casters, no follow-up just yet. Finally, we get the big AoE with the Chain Lightning, but man, Ice Orc losing 2-3 Raiders in quick progress. The supply might be a little bit misleading due to all food in the stomach of the Kodo. There you see it, but what's even left here? What a scrappy fight.
Yeah, I think Ice Orc was doing as well as he could. The Kodos came in at the perfect time, but the army still is simply much bigger. And when the mana is gone, then the priests take over. The priests sustain over time is so good. And I think some of them at least survived. Oh yeah, plenty of them survived. We also have Sork still ready, and now the Regent Scroll, being activated at the perfect time. Ice Orc trying to hold at the expansion, but he was not able to. The army just too big, and I think he didn't execute this poorly at all. He just didn't have the numbers needed.
It was a little bit too slow with that. Maybe harassing a tad too long. Clicking the tech a little bit too late. With the 2 base up and uncontested, Fortitude is of course able to resupply his army in seconds. And that's the Tiny Great Hall demolished. Could play it safe and just TP out, or focus this remaining army and finish the game right here.
You may as well look for as many kills as you can before leaving. But I guess he has had enough fun. Back home we go towards the shop. And get some more of those juicy Regent Scrolls.
Ice Orc not a quick quitter. 500 gold. Is he saving a little bit of gold to re-establish that Tiny Great Hall? There would be 1200 gold going into that second base. A little bit too much if you ask me. And 40 cruising towards the shop. Sees there's Chain Lightning 2 and Shockwave 2. Maybe time for some heal scrolls on his side now.
It's pretty much the only thing that Fortitude still needed was still lacking. Now going to creep up a bit more. Got to pick up a big item here. And it's going to get him close to double level ups as well. Isn't that nice? And this Panda, I would say, has worked out really well. Fortitude, it seems to be only a matter of time. The next push into the main base looks indeed unholdable.
Yeah, the Panda didn't have the greatest start. Lots of Breath of Fires went into thin air. Needed a bit of warming up, you know? Just as you arrive to a party, the first 1 or 2 beers, they take a little time, but then everything is fine. And the Watermental Scouts is Great Hall again. Of course, there's almost perfect vision thanks to the Kodos. There's a mana potion, there's a Wand of the Wind now. And Ice Orc has to go back to laming.
And 40 is just playing PvE here. He's just creeping one camp after the next. Not interested in closing this game out already. Maybe he's having too much fun. Maybe he just wants to keep fighting, keep playing. Ice Orc now the one being aggressive, trying to buy time for the expansion.
Lightning Shield Wolves, I like that move. Forcing on the town portal, but of course Ice Orc is behind economically. Can he even afford these TP trades? He wouldn't, but he can afford to trade it for a speed scroll and buying time for his expansion. Is that even... Oh, it's not coming up. The Watermetal cancelled it.
DPS there, good enough. Fortitude's still quite rich. 400 gold, getting another TP to be on the safe side. And now we might be seeing the push in the end. 72 supply, barreling down towards the Orc. And Ice Orc seems far from ready. Even double level 5s, I feel like, shall not be enough.
We're hoping for a little miracle, but Ice Orc is getting blizzarded. Mass damage from the AoE. 4 heroes with 4 AoE spells. Heal scrolls in high demand. Love to have a heal ward, eh? But no walkers, no master training. More chain lightning, but immediately countered. The priests are obviously doing a great job. Blizzard is hitting some units. The Song of Ice and Fire demolishing this poor orc.
Yeah, the Kodos are holding their own pretty well, getting the Devourers off, but the rest of the army just isn't where it needs to be. Not strong enough anymore here in the ultra late game. Panda racking up the damage. He is at 12,000 as the game ends. GG. And 40 gets the 1-0 lead, but that was not easy, dude. He lost the Archmage twice. Things got dicey. That was up in the air. But the favorite brings it home.
Yeah, 40 not happy, not popping off as so often in other games. Ice Orc bringing in the fight, you know, and I want to take a little moment to appreciate that this is probably the least expected match in this entire round of 16. And in comparison to other round of 16 games that we had before, like TBC versus Hawk or Infi versus PCG, this was a banger match.
Yeah, it was very close, very hard fought indeed. And Ice Orc, you know, promising first map. He is certainly on point. He's where he needs to be skill-wise and level-wise. Hopefully, for his sake, he can also get 1 or 2 maps here in this group stage. Like we said before, he is the biggest underdog in this entire group stage, almost without any uncertainty. And next map is going to be his choice. Twisted Meadows, going to be his pick this time around. And normally, we never see Blade. Blade is bad against human. Blade isn't fast enough, isn't strong enough early. You fall too far behind, but Twisted Meadows is a huge map. You can get to the very late game normally very reliably. And if we see Blade Master anywhere, it will be here.
I kind of doubt that, though. I think we see more of the same. We see more Farseer, more Harass, more Raider, more Speed Scroll, more Shockwave. That seems to be the best choice for Ice Orc so far. Let's see what 40 is doing. Is there a chance for a tier 3 Mass Griffin, maybe? Maybe? Remo? Maybe?
You need to get a fast level 3, which I would not expect on this map. I would have to see lab creep, get that level 2 nice and early, and maybe play the expansion again. I will admit, I guess I am wrong. I didn't expect much expansion play by 40. I thought he was going to go one base, stay stable at all times, but map 1 already showed that the expansion is exactly his cup of tea at the moment, and Twisted Meadows is a very good map for fast expanding.
Mark that day in your calendars, everybody. Remo Demo Rimmel admitting that he was wrong. A once-in-a-lifetime occurrence.
I do that all the time, Neil. I do that all the time.
Well, no, not on stream and conversations with me, maybe. You, sometimes you can't forget about that, that's for sure. We have a new sub. Thank you, Seal Warp, for the 31 month. Getting close to the 3 years. Can't believe it's been that long already. And Fatman Tower with the 100 bits. Greetings, guys. What's up? Enjoying. Much appreciated, everybody. Just as we appreciate a running game too, but unfortunately it's not there just yet. Constantly some issues getting the game started here in this best of 3. But so I can spend more time with you, which is always fine.
40 with an opportunity to close out the 2-0 here if he wins the opponent's map. And every map here matters in the round-robin group stage like we saw before. And now with that, we are ready. Let's load into one of our favorite maps. On Twisted Meadows, we go.
Here it is. To the one person who constantly comments on YouTube that we should jump faster into the games because he wants to see the build orders and it's crucial information. Here you go. We are kind of dependent on the Chinese production to do that. And here you have the build orders. Fortitude, upper right-hand side, and Ice Orc, bottom left.
The normal thing here to expect would be a lab creep from the human and a Farseer running across the map right away to harass it. Peasant there will oftentimes be exposed, and you would love to pick off 3 peasants, and anything more than 3 is going to be a juicy bonus that's going to make things hard for the human. Which means that you got to come out the gate swinging and be on point right away, already with creeping. Creeping this perfectly is very, very important.
All right, then. Let's see how this works. Will we see more headhunters this time? Will we see headhunter into grunt again? And will we see the ruthless aggression from Ice Orc? Twisted Meadows, the biggest map. Definitely expandable here. We'll just take more time. And 40 with the altar towards the lab. You are certainly right that that is the first camp.
He's also going for an early arcane tower to have an answer against the harassing wolves, because he knows he'll be getting hounded by these wolves, by these dogs, as Ice Orc will be on the approach.
Can you make up your mind, Remo? Is it wolves or is it dogs? What is it now?
It's both. It's wolves, but they listen to the Farseer's commands, so they are sort of dogs as well.
When you listen to my command, can I call you a dog too?
Well, if you give me a treat, maybe.
Oh, I like that little Kinder Bueno, maybe.
I have something else in mind. I'll tell you after the stream.
Ah, okay. We have the Farseer rushing across, and it's a little too late to attack the first militia. That's back to safety. Devotion aura, very fine. Unlike...
And so far... Oh, and there we go.
Maybe a customer. I mean, we've
Amazon delivery at the door, you know? Gotta make sure you don't leave the guy hanging.
Alibaba, I guess it is over there. We've seen Fortitude, you know, taking phone calls during a game, so that's not out of the ordinary. We gotta say, he's a father of a little kid, so maybe child just woke up.
Yeah, we're in the very early stages. Oh, are we ready? That was
We
quick.
are.
All right, great start so far for 40. How much damage can Ice Orc do now? So far, no peasants have died. AM got full experience. Tower in the main is up and ready. And yeah, this was a beautiful execution here in the for the first creep of the game.
Absolutely. This early game already looking quite a bit better for 40. If he loses 1 or 2 peasants, that is totally fine. Even... Did he deny? I'm not sure.
He was close, but no. Farseer got 50 XP. That's 2 peasants, but the Arcane Tower covering the rest. Alright, first creep went well. Peasant losses are totally manageable. So what's the next step for Mr. 40?
He has, well, he could creep, he could expand, and he could also tech. He could even tech and creep at the same time.
Oh, that's a cool play by Ice Orc. Pulling out the creeps, going for the mercs. Can he afford both? Oh, he got both. Oh, wow. Okay.
Damn.
That could be some sick pressure play.
And it is an expansion. And Ice Orc knows. Whoa, 40, this is gonna be a storm hailing down on you with all that piercing damage. And the Dispel, once the Water Elemental is gone, what's supposed to tank against the creeps?
He does have one more ready for the summon. Footman numbers will be dwindling quickly though. Ooh, this is stressful. This is very stressful.
Militia coming in. Headhunter's also hurt. It's not as bad as it could be for 40, but of course, it feels a little overwhelming. 2 enemies at the same time. We, as Germans, know that this is not that great.
The enemy at the gates. Archmage doesn't get a good item here. Talisman Evasion, but level 3, and that is certainly good. Abolish Magic hasn't been used yet by the Shadow Priest, but seems like now would be the perfect time to do it. Level 2 for the Farseer. Chain Lightning now ready, but not in time to get any of the creep blast hits.
Oy.
Oh, but this Orc army is still scary.
And, well, it's down to 50%. The Shadow Priest needs to heal up a little. Archmage, he found himself in the altar 3 times last game. Apparently he likes the spot there. Probably cozy warm. Yeah, I think 40 weathered the storm.
New Militia coming from the main. New Footies also coming. Those will be helpful. Farseer is out of mana for the time being. We'll have one more round of Wolves available. Same for the AM with the Water Elemental soon. This is still up in the air. Very tightly fought. Grunt goes down, but doesn't give a level up.
Oof. Only 30 food left. This time, Ice Orc is the one with the panda. No TC. Wants to keep up the pressure.
Absolutely. Doubling down on the pressure play. Is that enough to crack the expansion? AM already very hurt. He's got to run. And there's the first Breath of Fire. The first of at least 3. Footies trying to hold on. But man, this is a tough rally for 40.
Okay. I feel like he's kind of safe though. Is it a longsword? Can he reach? This could be 2 to 3 excellent saves for Ice Orc. That Shadow Priest will fall. Oh, still saved? That's impressive, actually. And now the heroes collapse on the human expansion once again. Well, there is no expansion on the human side base thing.
AM needs to get some of these items. Needs to get them soon. Panda already almost level 2. Dude, he's only one more kill.
Love to see it. The mercenary camp, the panda being both so successful. Good saves from his units. Not feeding the Archmage up to level 4. That would then just probably be overwhelming water elementals. But no, panda is indeed level 2. Gets some new mana, gets more breath, gets more kills.
Oh my god, this is so painful for 40. But if the expansion stands in the end, it might be worth it. But holy hell, was that a sick delay. Great pressure play by Ice Orc. He doesn't quite stop the expansion, but he did absolutely huge damage. I think he lost the Berserker at some point. Oh yeah, we see it up in the overlay, where everything is visible. This overlay is like God Almighty. It is omniscient. And Archmage, all of a sudden, almost level 4.
Yeah, just a quick comparison on the last game. We said that 40 starts attack at the 6-minute mark after the expansion was finished. We are at 7 minutes 45 and the expo has just started. That is horrendous. And now we get the Raider play once again.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We don't have Shockwave this time, but we do have Breath of Fire. But the thing we certainly won't have for the Raiders is the Aura of Endurance. So it's hard to make an assessment here who's going to be better in the late game, Panda or TC. Both certainly have strengths and weaknesses. 40, though, needs to get his tech rolling soon. What really won him the game last map was getting the casters at a decent time. This time around, it's going to be way later, certainly. But will it be too late to win? We'll see.
Another attack, this time Raiders only. Not even footmen are too great against them. They're still very fast, hard to come by. And 40 is could be a little out of position. But no, it's not a direct attack, it's more creep check.
Gets the big creep. Scourge Bone Chimes, okay for the footies. And level 4. That means lots of mana for the Archmage. That is very good. 40 taking the fight here willingly. Could buy the heal scroll. He got the heal scroll. holding on to it still.
Okay, one Raider falls. That's getting a bit expensive here when you're only on one base, no pillage. Once again, we see the backpack upgrade. Headhunter being torn apart by the water elementals. Hero focus. There is a town portal, of course. Closes it with a wolf again. Yeah, has to be a TP. Has to be a TP, and it is. At what cost? Quite some. Can he even continue with the push, being that bruised?
Now the AM doesn't have a TP anymore. That's the big danger. Not having tier 2, not having the TPs ready at the shop. If the AM gets caught again with the ensnare, that could be his end. He's going to have to be very, very cautious. But he's spamming water elementals and defending with footmen and militia. And some tower help as well.
Alrighty then. Ooh, if he can move to the shop once more for heal scroll, that would be so good. Level 3 and 2. Is it wolves? Yes, it is. Thank you, Trova, for the 23-month resub. A lot of units about to fall. Ice Orc needs sustain.
You have plenty of water elementals. They are being re-summoned. Everything is very hurt for Ice Orc. Dude, he needs a heal scroll so badly.
Archmage stole it. Is there
What's
another
the
one even
first one?
available? No. He got. Oh, is it? Why was he at the shop then?
And now the AM all of a sudden feeling confident enough to fight, seeing how low everything is, not worried about getting killed too easily anymore. Gets one more Raider, level 4.4, but Panda also about to level up. Lots of low HP Raiders have been saved. Oh, and the backpack. They brought in new items with a backpack. Nice.
Exactly. I was about to raise the question, like, did he even use his research backpack upgrade once? And now he absolutely does. Fantastic. 40 with the Shredder, packing a big punch also against these Raiders. Love to have that. And that's a little bit of an indicator for tier 3.
Also means that you can set up tons of towers if you wish. And waiting for tier 2 to finish, that's when you can finally buy a new TP and be more on the safe side. 40's bank looking okay at 600 gold, but not yet crazy.
Has to keep up the pressure. Just absolutely has to. Okay, here we go. Onto the altar that would prevent tier 3, if that was Fortitude's plan. But he can just swiftly going into mass cast if he so desires. That also means no MK.
Yeah, perfect timing to take out that altar as tier 2 is now finished and the farm's taking lots of damage. 40 probably gonna end up being supply blocked. AM was at the shop, got the second heal scroll, and finally a TP. Now he can feel safe again. Doesn't have to be so worried about the ensnares around, which he swiftly experiences again.
Exactly. That didn't last too long. Base in shambles. We do have pillage, so that's a little extra income for Ice Orc. Could he queue the tech? Does he want to queue the tech to tier 3 earlier this time?
Yeah, he certainly has lots of gold available at the moment. There's not much at the shop. The AM got most of the items. He got the heal scrolls, but I guess invulns can still be available. The Panda got one already. Raiders continuing to look for kills, and he can take out the footies easily, but Ice Orc knows, again, the big danger is casters, and they will be coming. But the Sanctums aren't ready yet. Maybe Fortitude right now should hold back and start to try to not lose too much until finally his casters are ready to fight.
Clock is ticking. Ice Orc, you need to do big damage. 51 food. Less than optimal. Okay. Panda fighting fire with fire. Both a little low. Raiders can't fight. Water elementals, no big solution against that. Hero focus it is. End stare and circle and kill. That's Ice Orc's game plan. Pretty simple, yet effective.
There we go. Panda falls. AM kind of blocked out of his own main base, I think, because of the arcane tower there. That's a bit unfortunate, but he's very close to level 5, dude.
Well, that's the first time in months that a human player is blocked out of his main base and not walled in of the main base. Nice that they switch it up. And nice that we get another sub. Sexy Seahorse. Wonderful soul. Thank you very much.
Oh, Raiders, find the altar. This Panda will not come out here. No, sir. Panda cancelled. New farms coming. Oh, and I think the rifles are stuck in the main base. Fortitude struggling a bit with his base build.
The worst of both worlds, man. Not getting in, not getting out. Like a Chinese finger trap, you know? Well, then you have to get in. Forget about it.
And we have Priest this time quite early, but no Dispel yet. Oh, the Raiders going for the Town Hall, triggering the TP. The aim's very close to it. He got level 5, by the way. We have the Water Elementals now, the Water Torrents. But I think this Town Hall is going down.
With the breath, it absolutely is Remo Demo, and that is one base, which is not boding too well. And Ice Orc, he's not finished yet. He's healing up. This backpack is really kind of nice. And once again, we have the Sorks back up. Power build, so expensive. 40 in the ropes.
The Panda's back though. Dude, this AM is really strong. Level 5 Archmage, level 3 Water Elementals. I don't think Ice Orc can fight out in the open. He has to destroy the buildings and win through base lane. Unless he gets the Archmage kill. There's no TP on the AM anymore. But the Orc force is also looking minimal.
Wyvern now at the 15-minute mark. Okay, when we have level 3 Water Elementals. He can never be close to that.
Maybe will help in dealing with the casters. Maybe can snipe some workers. Oh, but look at the Raiders! They're all slowed and easy pickings now for the militia.
Is that the
Wyvern
turnaround?
have to turn the tides.
Is that the turnaround? Slow right clicks. 40 was about to be eliminated. Slow tech Expo killed. But now in a favorable position with that level 5 Archmage.
I want to see the damage against the Wyvern from the Water Elementals. Oh yeah, that hurts.
Oh boy.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh shit.
That's so much damage.
Just. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest call if you ask me. Archmage though is dead for the second time again. Panda has a town pole. Has an invul potion. Is surrounded now. Is that a double kill for Ice Orc?
Oh!
Yep.
Hold the phone.
Okay. Without heroes, that's a bit problematic.
Yeah, 40 out on the map without a TP. Very risky, and that's something that really backfires on him.
What a game, dude.
He kind of has to go for the Tavern Res, but if he does, and lose the Archmage again, then who knows what's gonna happen here. Double level 4 heroes now for Ice Orc.
And a new sub for us. Thank you, Hubert Gockel, for the 33.3 sub. Yeah, that keep shall not fall. It's pretty good to have heroes in a Warcraft 3 game. And that is not the case for 40. Is he breaking that keep now?
Ensnare against the repair. AM is back from the tavern though. Chain Lightning coming in, not finding too many kills. Panda also importantly out of mana himself. 40's Panda coming back soon, but the AM not willing to engage this Orc army yet. He learned his lesson, he's gonna get a TP first.
Panda? Oh, escapes the surround. We are getting somewhat close to level 6 Archmage, by the way. Solo experience now, of course. Militia being sacrificed again. Panda tanking a little bit too much for my taste. And we fight out in the open once again.
There's been so many kills, dude. It's been quite the bloodbath here on Twisted Meadows, but seems like 40 is stabilizing. Now with both heroes alive again, and still some decent resources. And you manage the Archmage's strong levels. Level 6 is almost unbeatable on a map like this. Another kill. And perhaps Ice Orc is running out of steam right now.
Oh, that is so sad, dude. He was in a phenomenal spot both games. And wasn't able to close it out. Slow trap kicking in. Panda has to decide, dude, what do I want to kill? Let's just choose the targets. He has so much mana. He can throw the breath. The breakers are dealing with the other raider. Heal scroll. Heal potion. Oh, this is so sad. Is that level 6?
It's close.
It's not.
Panda also almost 3. It seems like 40 has weathered the storm. It was indeed raining, thundering, and hailing. The storm was immense, but in the end, he did survive. Has the TP still here to be safe. One last try for Ice Orc. Has to clean up the whole army and then have crazy heroes perhaps do this.
Diving for the casters, but nice retreat into the Drunken Haze Breath of Fire trap. Level 6 with Mass Teleport. There's Mass Raiders, so not the greatest impact here, but it's still GG. Ice Orc, thumbs up for that performance, but in the end, the expected winner with the 2-0 is Fortitude, but he knows, yep, that wasn't his best performance of all time, and he definitely has to have better early games if he wants to stand a chance in this group.